Hello, divine creations, divine marvels, children of God. I start so many of my meetings with that, and I really like to reflect on what it means. What it means is you, me, every single person is an absolute miracle. Let's think about what we are at our core, at our deepest core. Some way, somehow, a part of God lives within us. And then we have a soul, an eternal soul that's on a vast journey. I mean, let's just think about I'm 47, this body is 47 years young, and I've experienced so much in those 47 years. Yet my soul, for my soul, that's 47 years is just very, very, very little. Can you imagine what we really are, a soul that has this capacity to go on a journey so vast, truly, we can't even fathom it. Sometimes it's hard to fathom when I just reflect on my life, when I would imagine when any person has reflected on their life, how much they've experienced. It can be a little hard to grasp. And that's just a small, small piece. And on top of it, we have these amazing bodies. Science is just scratching the surface of how amazing these bodies are. I looked it up once, and I'll look it up again. How many cells? So oh my God, I had it so wrong. According to science, we have 30 trillion cells in our body. Every cell, in essence, is like a tiny microorganism. It's like its own tiny world. We have 30 trillion of them. Who can fathom these organs and systems and brain? Science has started to really understand some of the other organs, but this thing called the brain, it's unfathomable. And we only, estimates are that we only use 10% of our brain. That's a high estimate. So when I say, hello, divine creation, divine marvel, children of God, what I'm saying is you, me, all of us, we are these unspeakably amazing beings. And we have our maker, our parent, our source, whatever words you want to use, that which made us and gave us life. Well, if we want to understand the glory of our creator, all we have to do is look at its creation. Look at these bodies, look at our soul, look at the universe, the fact that we exist. All of these things point. There's a cliche, you can know the artist by looking at the artwork. Well, you, my friends, and me, we are all works of art. And if we look at ourselves, we can begin to understand how amazing is that which made us. So a warm welcome to everyone who's joining in live and those who are taking the time to watch this video. Let's take a little time and receive some healing life energy from that which made us. It's very simple to do. Sitting or standing with your legs uncrossed, feet flat on the floor, hands on your legs, palms facing upwards, back if possible, not leaning against your chair, closing your eyes, separating yourself from everything not good, resentments from the past, fears about the future, coming into the present, then giving away any illness, any dis-ease. Let's spend a minute or two and really unburden our heart. Bruno Groening said, let your dear little heart unburden itself. So let's do that now. Let's unburden our dear little heart with all its worries onto our understanding of a higher power or a spiritual helper we trust. And now let's ask to receive the divine life energy. And then observe our bodies taking this energy in with faith and trust that it is healing and helping. We'll spend a few minutes in silence doing that. So we become aware of any habits that don't serve, handing those over. So if anyone has a topic um, that they would like to look at today, please do type it in. And I have a topic as well that I'm excited about. And please do feel free to type in a topic. So it's August. And from my point of view, it's time to start preparing for Christmas. Let's see. August, September, October, November, December. It's almost 6 months away. December 24th is a few days under 6 months away. Why on earth would I say it's time to prepare for Christmas? Well, Bruno Groening said that the month of December, all the way through January 6th, and I'm paraphrasing here, I don't have the exact quote, that the gates of heaven open up and so much grace is poured down onto this earth. So during that month, during this time period, I consider it very important to really put in extra tuning in time and to have our focus be not so much on the external festivities. So it's, of course, fine to do as much of that as you want, but I want to invite people to focus on this internal reality. Now, a couple of years ago, I took it very seriously, and every day I tuned in extra, and I did a Christmas meeting every day during the month of December. And it was so powerful because what I came to notice is that there's always good energy, always available, 24/7, all around us, no matter where we are. But I really did start to feel that during that month, there was a very special energy of gentle peace and of holiness. So I hope people will really take the time to set up their Christmas so that they can make the best use of that time. And also to reflect on Jesus and his coming. Bruno said some very interesting things about Christmas and about Jesus and um, about what Christmas means. And I'm going to read one thing that he said. Or maybe I'm not. If I can't find it, let's see. Oh, there it is. Here's something that Bruno Groening said about Christmas. Dear friends, as you know, we celebrate today, as we do every year, the feast of love and peace. It is a custom it is a custom with you that people give gifts to each other to give each other joy. But these are only earthly gifts for which people usually show their gratitude by giving something in return. On the other hand, hardly anyone now has any idea of the divine gift, the birth of Christ, which is what should be celebrated first and foremost at Christmas. You don't even know anymore why, for what reason, for what purpose Christ came to this earth, and you therefore do not grasp the true reason for his birth. But I must tell you, dear friends, that so long as you do not understand the birth of Christ, you will not be able to comprehend the meaning of your own birth. Then again, you also do not know why you are alive and for what purpose God has given you this wonderful body. But just as you hold valuable earthly gifts in great respect, you should have regard for this greatest divine gift, your body, and protect it from the assaults of evil. That is, you should take care never to let something that is not good come into you or casually expose your body to danger. It is truly the most valuable gift that a human being possesses on earth. Do not forget this, and always be thankful that you are able to be alive here. If you have a wish that can be fulfilled in the good, then make it your heart's wish today. If you then have great faith, God will fulfill it for you at the given time. My wish for you is that all that is advantageous for your spiritual discernment in your future life might come to fulfillment. And I must now wish you a blessed and peaceful Christmas, and then we will see each other again healthily and happily in the year 1958. Once again, all the best. And that's from the book Powers of the Spirit, page 266. So let's sit a little in silence and take in this energy and really reflect on these very precious words. So, why to begin preparing for Christmas? Well, part of it I've already mentioned that according to Bruno, it's a deep period of grace. And then I tried that for myself and I found it to be very true that there is a special energy during that time. And also, here he points out that um, it's a time when we can ask for a deep heart wish, and that if that wish is in he said it elsewhere that in essence, if that wish is what's good and what's right, and we really ask with faith that it will come to pass. And here he points out when the time is right. But he also points out a profound mystery here that we don't really understand the birth of Christ. Why? For what reason did God send Christ to this earth? And Bruno points out that in not understanding that we don't really understand why we're here. That there's some link that if we know one, we'll know the other. So it's a time to really begin to reflect on this profound mystery. And here and elsewhere, Bruno Groening makes it clear that Christ coming to earth was truly God giving us a gift. And that's something for each one of us to reflect on and come to our own personal conclusions what Bruno meant by that. And at least a little bit of that he shares here that our bodies are such a gift. You know, Christmas is the time we think of it as the time of gift giving, but Bruno's calling us to turn our attention away from earthly gifts and focus it more on divine gifts. And here he's pointed out too that maybe most people don't even think of as a gift or take for granted. God sending Christ or Christ coming and our bodies. So personally, I'm starting to reflect on this in August so that when it's that time, I can really appreciate this gift of a body and this gift of Christ coming. So let's sit with all this for a little bit, really taking in the good, reflecting on Christ as a gift and our body as a gift. So, then how else to prepare? I asked a woman named Petra Ruether, who is the founder of Help and Healing Sessions. It's an amazing website, and she leads online sessions. I asked her about how to prepare for Christmas. I have so much respect for her as a person and so much respect for her as she's very devoted to Bruno in this work. And this is how she responded in terms of, well, let me just read my question. I said, I believe once. I believe I once asked you how to prepare for Christmas, and Bruno said to forgive yourself as the way to prepare to receive Christ. And this was her response. Forgiveness is one thing, but the most important is to realize that the birth of Christ is related to our own birth. So we have to appreciate the divine gift we received by God, our own body. And this is one reason why I so respect her. She's so knowledgeable about Bruno's teachings. That's almost Bruno's exact words. This he told us often. We should remember as our own task in life by seeing the little baby Jesus in his crib and how to be connected with God completely our whole life along. Preparing means also to clean up ourselves inside to receive the divine blessing that every year is poured out for us. Cleansing inside means to finish all bad thoughts and habits. Yes, forgive, but also appreciate and value our fellow human beings. We don't think bad about our neighbors, work comrades, or friends, our parents, sisters and brothers, uncles and aunts, and all the others we are in contact with. We are not ignorant and vain. To be open and kindly, trust and believe takes away all fear and worries. So that was her answer on how to prepare. Um, very grateful for that response. And so it's August. We have lots of time to prepare and to begin to think about this. And Bruno, and as the time gets closer, I'm going to start reading some of his speeches about Christmas, which you can find on a website called the Bruno Groening Stiftung, Stiftung. Bruno talks about that we're locked into habits of how we celebrate Christmas and that we absolutely have to break those habits. He says we're locked into habits about pretty much everything and that we're learning how to break free of those habits. But Christmas is one such deep one. So let's take a final silent period and let's really ask to begin these preparations for Christmas, but also let's ask for people who are near and dear to us, for situations in our life that we need help with, people who we know need help, to ask this energy, and of course, to always ask for Mother Earth and all life on Earth, to ask this energy to flow to these different people, circumstances, or situations. And let's close asking for Mother Earth, our beautiful planet. You know, it would take 1 million Earths to fill the sun. Our beautiful planet, which is yet also so tender and so tiny and so in need of help on a certain level. And that we be connected to the divine so that we can know our part in helping each ourselves, helping each other, and helping life on this planet. Thank you so much to everyone who joined in live and took the time to watch this video. Thanks for saying hi, Monica Sia. She said hello from Indiana. Hello from California. Hi, Cloudy. Hello from Germany. Thanks to technology, our giant planet, we can reach all around, connect with each other. Yeah, I'm finishing up now, and like four new people just joined in. Welcome to the new folks. And let's see if there's anything else I want to say. Well, in reflecting on the size of the Earth compared to the sun, again, science says 1 million Earths to fill the sun. We can also reflect on how small we are. Bruno said that when you were a child, you had such a pure, holy prayer, I am small. And he said, but who has stuck by this prayer? Who continues to live by it? And that's the attitude that Bruno called us to, and that Christ modeled it and called us to become like a little child before God, to recognize our smallness, our need. So let's go through the day seeking God the way a toddler would seek their parent, their protection, their source, their teacher, their friend, their comfort. Let's attach ourselves to the divine in that way. Take care. Thanks for joining in. Much love.